Wilt Chamberlain. The visiting team, 8. Thank you to everyone for coming out and supporting your team.
Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. That's the scene for the Pacers. The versatile, athletic Pascal Siakam. He could be a factor tonight as they prepare for the 76ers. Pacers, Sixers is next, right after this. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. 10 games left this year. Let's see what the playoff race looks like in the East. Taking a look at Philadelphia, currently 8th in their conference. They're hoping to keep that playoff spot. And check it out, Indiana. Well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
Checking out Philadelphia, they're in a precarious spot. If the season ended today, they'd be in the play-in tournament. So you know they'd love to rack up some wins and avoid that scenario.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Pascal Siakam out there with Jarris Walker. Then it's Neesmith. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. And for Philadelphia, Quentin Grimes out there with Edgecombe. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Nembhard, right side. 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Siakam, no good. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Here's Zubac, and he buries his first look.
Really hard to slow the roll of Zubac close to the bucket. He's big and he's tall.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and Coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Zubac has got his second bucket of the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Siakam outside. Back to Nembhard. Joel Embiid with the board.
Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
Back to Grimes. A deep 3. And the 76ers another 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Walker. Nembhard for 3. Joel Embiid with the board.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
And he makes it. Grimes has got 10 points in the game.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Pacers trail by 10. You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Zubac passes to Nembhard. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
How's that for a finish? Surprise, surprise. Nembhard showing he's got some ups.
Pass to Barlow. Now Grimes. From deep. Drains the triple. 13 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now here's Zubac. Embiid covers. Neesmith passes to Walker. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Here's Grimes. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Nice shot by Walker.
And such a strong guy. Walker could live in the paint.
The Sixers lead by 6. And here's Edwards. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Knocks down the long J. Grimes has got 19 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Siakam gets the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Trendon Watford is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Cam Payne. Then there's Jabari Walker. And it's Martin in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. McConnell outside. Pass to Huff. Fires for 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The Sixers lead by 9. Watford outside. Now Drummond. The kick out to Walker. The Pacers pull it in. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Barlow comes in for Watford. Edwards, he's checked in for Walker. And it's Grimes in for Martin. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Huff. Walker comes in for Shepard. Neesmith, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Nimhart in for McConnell. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
Thanks, B.A. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back to you guys.
The cagey veteran. Allie, thank you. Neesmith passes to Toppin. Buries it down low. Toppin's got his third basket of the night.
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Inside, here's Walker. Edwards pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 9. Embiid finds Payne. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Payne's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Payne. And the Pacers also making a change. Zubats, he's checked in for Toppin. It's Walker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Siakam looking it over to the inside. Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Zubats doing major damage. Check that rim out, folks.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Edgecombe. Clock at 6. Outside Grimes. Shoots over Neesmith. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Nembhard outside. Back to Siakam. Launches a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. The 3 from Edgecombe. Drops in the 3. Edgecombe's got 5 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Siakam with it. A guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. Here's Nembhard. Off target from the wing. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops. And
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
For Philadelphia, they're right around where we expected them to be at this point. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some great wins.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You got to like what we're seeing from Quentin Grimes.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Pacers trail by 14. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. We've got Pascal Siakam. Neesmith out there with Andrew Nembhard. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does.
Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Nembhard. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Well, Nembhard can definitely make you pay from the mid-range. The defense has to be better.
To the left wing. Pass to Edgecombe. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edgecombe's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Zubac. 6 points for him. Neesmith passes to Nembhard. Here's the pick.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Grimes with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac.
Excellent at guarding the rim. When you challenge Zubac like this, he'll make you regret that move.
Nembhard for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Edwards, a pass to Grimes. Releases. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Grimes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Nembhard, good.
That took a little extra effort from Nembhard, but the juice was worth the squeeze.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's get loud and proud for your 6th VSG.
In terms of 2 guards, these guys are putting in the work on the glass. 4th is VJ Edgecombe.
And it's not easy to be a great rebounder as a 2-guard. You've got so many duties to take care of on the floor, and these fellas, they do their jobs and then some.
And that's why it takes that unique combination of agility and instincts to make your way onto that list. Those guys have a terrific balance of the physical and mental aspects of the game.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
So it's the Pacers now. They trail by 18. Nembhard, right side. And stolen by Edwards. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing just to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Back to you, Ryan.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Edwards against Walker. Edwards, the pass to Barlow. Here's Edgecombe. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Nesmith. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the 2nd NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. And Payne is subbed in for Barlow. Then for Indiana, Toppin comes in for Siakam. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Walker. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, Nembhard outside. There's a screen from behind the arc. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
After a quiet first half, he's really turned it on.
The Sixers lead by 17. The 3 from Edgecombe. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Toppin. This one for 3. Drummond grabs the miss.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take them because he is pedal to the metal right now.
McConnell passes to Zubac. Now here's Nembhard, tightly guarded and too long on the shot. The 76ers have gone 8 of 10 in the 3rd and looking in control. Philadelphia moving it around. The three from Edgecombe. Another three for Philadelphia.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Sixers ahead, running away with this one. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical. And you got to beat them early in defensive possession. These guys are going to wear down, but we got to make them wear down.
And Coach Carlisle imploring his guys to up the aggressiveness on defense.
Preaching physicality. When you play for Coach Carlisle, you got to bring energy.
Indiana ball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And for the Pacers, they're shooting around 53%, a nice number. They've got Joel Embiid. Jabari Walker is out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Cam Payne, and it's Martin in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Really good work from the mid-range there. If you give Siakam room to shoot from that area of the floor, he's going to let it go and make most of it.
And here are the Pacers now. Pass to Shepard. Toppin outside. Toppin, a screen on Walker. Back to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Yes, sir, Obi Toppin. Very few better at throwing it down than him.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Payne, the pass to Martin. Good on the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Siakam against Embiid. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
He's got good vision for a big guy. Don't sleep on Pascal dishing the rock.
The Sixers lead by 23. Martin outside. Back to Payne. Martin against Jones. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Watford's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Payne against McConnell. Siakam with a screen on Walker. Shepard. And Indiana again with the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it.
And even when you've got some room for error, you hate to see this. Miscommunication resulting in the turnover.
Drummond's checked in for the Sixers. Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And Indiana with some changes. Zubats, he's checked in for Toppin. Neesmith comes in for Shepard. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for McConnell.
Indiana substitution. Ivica Zubats. Aaron Neesmith. Andrew Nembhard.
Nembhard for 3. The Pacers again can't hit.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Hey, you know, what he lacks in size, he makes up for with his vertical.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Zubats. Back to Nembhard. Looking to get back on track. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Nembhard scoring in a bunch and leaving his fingerprints all over this contest.
Walker finds Payne. Walker against Siakam. Watford outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Payne. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Payne's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
I love whenever Nembhard goes into attack mode, slicing to the rim assertively there.
The 76ers have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. And here's Drummond. He's guarded by Zubac. It's stolen. It's 2-on-1. Walker against Walker. Siakam outside. Pass to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the 76ers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year. And then Siakam with the jam.
If you do not keep Siakam out of the paint, he'll make you pay.
Watford the pass to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
There's a screen. There's Nesmith with a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And the bucket is good.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it. Leading them right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Drummond finds Payne. And the layup is good off the glass.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Outside Nesmith. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And now our player of the game.
So the Lakers win the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Smart, Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Ayton. And it's James in at the 4 spot. Reeves gets the bucket.
I love how assertive Reeves is. He is not bashful about trying his luck inside.
Doncic way outside. A rebound by the Lakers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Now, here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
SGA with the ball. He's defended by Reed. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Doncic. It's good. Doncic has got 5.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable
introducing the starting five for your Los Angeles Lakers. At small forward, 6'3", number 36, Marcus Smart.
This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, B.A., you got two patient teams who execute on exactly what their coach has drawn up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is a key.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace in the backcourt. And it's Dort in at the three.
Well, Doncic, when he's making that three, it sets every other aspect of his game up.
It's stolen by Smart. Ayton passes to Reeves. Fires from deep. And Los Angeles, another three.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. 4-point game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Pass to James. Puts up a deep three. Doesn't go for him. And now just over a minute played here in the first. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Grant.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, B.A. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
Wallace outside for Dort and stolen by Reeves. It's James on the wing. It's deflected.
Boy, Lou Dort has more than earned his reputation as a defensive stopper. Twice on the pipes.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Hits a three-pointer. Reeves has got 6.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Holmgren. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the three right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Uncovered. Hartenstein. And Ayton pulls it down. The Lakers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage.
I tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend in a half-court set, let alone impossible to guard in the open floor.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Mitchell's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's a look at some stats for Luka Doncic. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." PA?
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you.
You know, Reeves' jumper is so dialed in. Night after night, he's draining them with ease.
Pass to Holmgren. The three is up. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Here's James. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Thunder trail by 6. Outside, SGA. Pass to Mitchell. Holmgren outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Offensive rebound. Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
And slam dunk by James.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Shot is good by Reeves.
A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Austin Reeves has been on display for Los Angeles. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
They've got Jake LaRabia. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Reeves in at the 1. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
Hayes misses. Thunder trail by 8. From 11 feet away, Wiggins no good. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Kennard outside. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range. Kennard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Lakers making a change here. Smart's checked in. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Holmgren. Back to SGA. The 3. And it's Holmgren missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Grant, as the season draws to a close, most individual player stats are becoming more solidified.
And that can affect players' mentalities, B.A. Since certain numbers may bring bonuses or trade interests, meanwhile, winning still has to be job number 1.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in, unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Can you believe that's their first turnover? Good ball security has really helped them build this lead.
Thunder trail by 11. Now here's SGA, and his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Now here's Hachimura. Counted from distance. Hachimura's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Reeves against SGA. And Reeves pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 12. Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018 to last year's league MVP, how did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster, it is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A., guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Dort, he's checked in for Wiggins, and it's Wallace in for Mitchell. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following the score by Los Angeles. Arabia, right side. For 3. That shot is off. Thunder trail by 15. Outside for SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
It's the Lakers.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Aiden, he's checked in for Hayes. James comes in for Hachimura. And Luka Doncic subbed in for LaRavia. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Pass to Doncic. From outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Doncic has got his second basket of the night. 56 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Wallace outside. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. Wallace has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Hits the trifecta.
From the corner, LeBron's so versatile offensively.
Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. It's stolen by Doncic. On the wing, Reeves fires the 3. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And he cranks it down right on top of DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, that's a big-time finish by Isaiah Hartenstein. This guy a better athlete than you think.
Got it. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good. And so it's Los Angeles. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for stopping by.
They're going to be spending a lot of time on the road where they've been good. But being away from your home, in your own bed, for a long period, that can weigh on you.
They have thrived at that so far, but this will be a tough test for sure.
I miss my bed.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Lakers.
The three-point chances have been there for them, and they've taken advantage.
And that'll do it for Up.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Austin Reeves.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And on the floor for Mark Dagnall starting the second half. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot. And there's a pick. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
SGA, he's open. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9. Los Angeles leading by 21. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Fran.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
And here's Doncic outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren, tries a 10-footer, and it's Oklahoma City with another.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Here's Doncic, and he banks in the layup. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so Mark Dagnall will call a timeout, a moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
All right, fans, this is your Lakers.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LeBron James.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
Holmgren finds Dort. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. They set a pick. Here's Wallace. And the 3 off target.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Just 10 games left. Let's see the playoff race in the West. You look at Oklahoma City, they have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. And checking out the Lakers, only 2 spots back.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they've really set the standard in their conference, on track to claim home court advantage in the playoffs. They feel this is their year, and you know what? They may be right.
The Lakers lead by 21. Here's James, and it's James with the jam.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren, the 3-ball. And Reeves pulls it down. Reeves has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And how about the Thunder? Doris last season bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built. Through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach, this team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Guys, back over to you.
Eyes on the prize. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Pass to Holmgren. From downtown, he buries it from 3. Holmgren's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Out of bounds, the Thunder will take it. Hachimura's checked in for Reeves. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Mitchell's checked in for Dort. Hartenstein against Aiden. The 3 from Holmgren. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Spacing the floor. That's his 3rd triple of the game and his 2nd in this half.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. James attacking, and it's James with the jam.
I mean, the power of the driving ability of LeBron James is something that must strike fear into the defense.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul, and the Lakers will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. LaRavia comes in for LeBron. Kennard, he's checked in for Smart. And Reeves is subbed in for Luka Doncic. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wiggins, he's checked in for Wallace. And Joe's subbed in for SGA. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. There's the triple, and there's Reeves. That one's good on the assist by Hayes. Reeves has got 27.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
The 3 from Mitchell. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Los Angeles up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. We've got Luke Kennard. Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's LaRavia in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And it's Hachimura missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Reeves against Mitchell. The 3 from Holmgren. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hachimura, the pass to LaRavia. Right side Reeves. Here's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Reeves has got 9 points now in the second half.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
And Williams punches it home.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Please welcome to the floor, the Lakers and squad, let them hear you.
Wallace will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. James comes in for Hachimura. Smart's checked in for LaRabia. And Doncic has subbed in for Kennard. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Lou Dort comes in for Wiggins. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. With authority, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Pass to Reeves. Now here's Smart. Doncic outside. The three. The shot no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Dort, the pass to SGA. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Now, this is his bread and butter, folks. SGA lives inside the painted area.
James, outside. Lets it go from deep. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 7 tonight. Wallace outside. Pass to Dort. Holmgren outside. Takes the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kicks it to Doncic. 3-pointer. On target from range.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Holmgren, the pass to Hartenstein. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Hartenstein's gotten 4 this quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Austin Reeves.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The Lakers with a rebound. On the wing, Reeves. Watched by Wallace. And the shot's good. 35 points for Austin Reeves.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Outside Reeves. 6-second difference between the shot clock. And again for 3.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup is good.
A very few people do it more often or better in pick-and-roll action than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tough to stop.
And it's James with the jam.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it?
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
And the starting group for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots, are Castle and Vassell. And it's Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 slot.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
KD's shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Fox finds Vassell. Wembanyama, a screen on KD. No good with the triple. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Fox passes to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
Smith the pass to Thompson. Durant for 3. And the 3 ball is good. KD's got 9 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Castle a screen on Thompson. Back to Fox. Just 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the basket by Vassell.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
The Rockets have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. There's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Kevin?
He is clearly on the rise. Thank you, Allie. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
The Rockets making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Count it, good.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
To the wing right side. From the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns. Can he get a shot at another ring?
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Okogie subbed in for Thompson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Bryant comes in for Devin Vassell. Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. On the wing, Barnes. Guarded by Green. Barnes can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 6. Finney Smith finds Green. And he converts the layup.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high-percentage looks.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Bryant. And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that hastened space style.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Now, here's Fox. He's covered closely. He squares up and sinks it.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action in just a minute. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Green is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then there's Shepard, and it's Okogie in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And Johnson plays with a lot of power, especially close to the basket.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Shoots the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Finney-Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Fox kicks to Barnes. Johnson, the pass to Fox. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston leading by 10. Here's Şengün, and he uses the glass on the layup. Şengün's got his first basket. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. changes. Durant comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. It's Thompson in for Josh Okogie. Spurs also with the sub. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornett. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a... Oh, what a slam from Wembanyama!
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. And Katie, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Wembanyama. Johnson right side. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Now the Rockets with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Kevin, back to you.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by the Spurs. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
Yeah, I don't think you can count on that happening every time, but it's a nice advantage when the calls go that way.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Şengün's got his second basket of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Castle. The layup missed.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for his. This guy is just so unreal.
Here's Castle. No scoring in this one. The kick out to Barnes, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard and about the last 10 games in the NBA. During that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In third, the Rockets.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So for the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Green. And Tari Eason subbed in for Shepard. Then for the Spurs, Champagne's checked in. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Rockets leading by 16. Smith outside. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And he banks in the layup. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Back to Harper. From past the arc. Rockets with the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Durant against Vassell. Here's Eason. And another three for Houston.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
wide open. Here's Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass. Wembanyama has got 4 points this quarter.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Houston controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
KD,
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rumble. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for
Yeah, they're going up against some good shooters. Can't give guys room to operate. You have to crowd them. Make them put the ball on the floor.
Sound recommendations from Dr. O'Neill. And guys, let's turn our... Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Getting underway now in the second half, and here's the 5 for Mitch Johnson. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward. Pass to Castle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Connects from three-point range. Castle's got his first 3 points of the game.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Alperen Şengün.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Pass to Castle. And the layup is good. Castle's got 5.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
Thompson dishes to Durant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Wembanyama outside. Pass to Vassell. Eason against Castle. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
and a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Şengün kicks to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. KD's got 11 points here in just the second half. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
A nice shot by KD.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Back to Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 16 points for him.
He has still not missed a shot. Where could they be today without him?
Three-pointer. Eason's shot is good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside, Fox. Wembanyama down low. Şengün's there.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
The drive by Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Vassell outside. They set the pick from downtown. Rebound by Smith. For Houston, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Fox goes in, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Houston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And finished off by KD.
Oh, rising up for the throwdown. I love seeing KD finish with some power.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Champagnie. Down low. Vassell. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
KD with the bucket. KD's got 17 now just in the second half.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Fox feeling it out a bit. And it's Fox with the jam.
Whoa, Fox, what a finish.
Here's Smith. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Smith's got his third basket of the night. Here's Fox. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Shepard. Green is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Okogie in a shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Capella kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Shepard. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Spurs shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Nobody near Barnes. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Fox. Plenty of space. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Shepard, the pass to Capella. Over in the corner, Green. The three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Right side, Harper. A pass to Fox. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. For three, Okogie traps in the tray.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Crawford against Vassell. He gets it in there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Castle. It's Vassell on the wing. Fox from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now, Finney Smith. Out to the right wing. Fires the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
This is what had scouts eyeing Shepard early on, his ability to shoot with range.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Vassell outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Crawford takes it off the glass. Crawford's got 4 points in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Pass to Shepard. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Here's Shepard, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its global fan base. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Devin Booker.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. And it's Jokic in at the center position. And for Phoenix, Jalen Green is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Gillespie in at the point. Hard legs for teams gearing up for a playoff push. This is the time of year when you want to be clicking on all cylinders.
And you notice that difference in intensity immediately after the All-Star break because teams are starting to ramp it up, getting ready for the playoffs.
Players seem to know when they've got the kind of team that can make a deep run.
Oh, everybody in that locker room can sense it.
Yeah, there's that guard touch of Jokic. Simply incredible for a man his size.
A nice shot by Booker.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Johnson. Outside Brown. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
It seemed like they were forcing shots, and the shooting percentage reflected that.
Well, they just never looked comfortable out there, and part of that is the defense they were facing.
Pass to Gordon. Outside Murray. And here's Jokic. Back to Murray. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. Iguodala grabs a miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A. His playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Murray. Drilled from 11 feet out.
It presents all sorts of problems when Murray's mid-range game is working. It gets the D scrambling. They got to get a body on him everywhere he goes.
Now here's Booker. He's got 6. Green for 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
So it's Denver now. They trail by 7. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Suns. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with this plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Murray up top. Denver moving it around to the paint. Here's Jokic. That one goes in.
And he's just slippery down there. I mean, Jokic makes gaining position look so easy.
The Suns lead by 5. Pass to Iguodaro. Now O'Neal, defended by Gordon. Here's Gillespie. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
And he dunks it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Murray's shot is good.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Phoenix making some changes. Dunn, he's checked in for O'Neal, and it's Allen in for Gillespie. And Denver will go for a different look here. Watson, he's checked in for Gordon. Brown comes in for Johnson. Hardaway's checked in for Brown. And it's Jones in for Murray. And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. For the Nuggets, Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Nikola Jokic. And it's Najee in for Jones. Now here's Valanciunas. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Outside Hardaway from the arc. The rebound by Allen.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Hooker's shot is good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Nuggets trail by 11. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Brown. Valanciunas down low. The shot. And it's in, off the glass.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
And Booker with the jam.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Here's Hardaway. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Done with it. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. Clicking from deep. 4 threes made in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
They've got Grayson Allen, Amir Coffey out there with Malawat. And it's done in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Murray makes it look easy at the rim.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
For 3, Allen. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
You think of the reputation that Grayson Allen had coming into the league. He's changed the narrative for the better, Tim.
Well, he's still hard-nosed, but it's not necessarily what he's known for anymore. Rather, he's a great 3-and-D option who can occasionally give you that hard foul.
The Suns lead by 13. Goodwin passes to Coffey, launches it. Always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
Outside Murray, beyond the arc. There's Murray with the triple.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So both teams making some changes here. And as the season rolls on, let's look at the leaderboard. The best bigs from beyond the arc. You look at O'Neal. Boy, what a gifted shooter he is from way out there.
And we all love to talk about floor spacing. Well, this group of bigs provide exactly that, which is what makes them so special.
Well, you really stretch out defenses when you have big guys on your team who can shoot it like that.
Pass to Murray. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. 4-3. The Joker knocks it down.
Zero hesitation from Jokic. Just so confident in his skill.
Allen outside. Fires the three. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Murray passes to Jokic. And Booker pulls it down.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Pass to Gillespie. The three is up. And the Suns get another three. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling into the story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was really important time, and it was good for me." Back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Checked in for the Suns. Jalen Green comes in for Allen. And then for Denver, Gordon, he's checked in for Watson. John Johnson comes in for Murray, and it's Christian Brown in for Hardaway. There's a minute 54 left to play in the first half. And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Green against Johnson. And that one's good. Green's got 5.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Johnson for 3, and he buries his first look.
And once Gordon spots an open guy, he immediately moves the ball. Just well-coached offense right there.
For 3, Booker. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Brown passes to Jokic. Now Johnson. Denver moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Brown. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
And here's Green from the arc. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brown scanning the floor. Pass to Johnson. Gordon outside. Here's Jokic. Fades. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. 15 points for Nikola Jokic.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Phoenix out in front, up 19. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs.
You know, for the Suns, they've clearly taken a step back as a franchise. You hate to see that. But something isn't right with this team. I don't know if it's personnel, the coach.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Suns. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action.